who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture. Well, now they can't wait for it to begin, and begin it will any second now. We have terrific scenes in front of us at the Estadio do Dragão, one of the biggest venues in Portugal. Through strike! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Disappearing out of sight. Oh, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
It's style! Right back in the game! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic. Like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Brings it to a close. Whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent, and we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around.
Almost the perfect outcome.
That was a cracking ball in because it just took the goalkeeper out of the equation.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off. Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal. I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there. Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
With the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they paid the price and deserved to.
And the comeback is complete.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
be the final act. Now that's bounce-back ability, responding superbly to come from behind, shrugging off setbacks along the way, and determinedly getting there in the end. Supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture. Well, now they can't wait for it to begin, and begin it will any second now. The Estadio do Dragão in Porto, distinctive in so many ways by comparison with its Lisbon rivals.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
The keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Done it! There is the breakthrough! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to. Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Wasn't easy.
Well, as Test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And with that goal comes comfort. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
It is all over. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Hidden by quite a way.
Well, that's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Finally, the deadlock is broken. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
And that is that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture. Well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. We are in the port city of Porto, and this, unmistakably, the Estadio do Dragão. Blue, certainly the colour. And a real let-off.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do. Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Right away.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Contact. That is that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. We have terrific scenes in front of us at the Estadio do Dragão, one of the biggest venues in Portugal. A breakthrough! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up. Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Do not write them off! Back they come! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to. He had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Yeah, no daylight between these two sides, but I have to say neither side really did enough to find